Now we're going to bauxite. So I believe that we deserve a fair share of national cake.
He says chiefs will henceforth demand and accept projects only if they meet expectation and requirement of KWASI Development Council.
Nananom putting up a 20-year development plan. How we want KWASI to look like in the next 20 years. So that whatever development that we're going to do in KWASI is going to follow that blueprint. So that it's not going to be like we are doing a flyover, then the government will come, oh, we can't do the flyover, so we are doing a small street for you here. No, Nanamo are not going to accept it anymore. If you can't do the flyover, you stop it. That is the only way that we can bring KWASI to the level that it used to be.
And he heard Bantamahine Bafo Uso Mankwetia the Seth. Members of Echuma Kwama District Assembly in the Ashanti region want presidential probe into events that left 3 people dead and several others injured at Fuase. They questioned the use of live ammunition by police in controlling an armed rioting residents over sighting of a district capital. Presiding member Emmanuel Esiadazi told the press conference the casualties could have been avoided if police had acted professionally. 3 people have died after police fired through protesters over attempts to relocate the district for Fuase to Chedie. One of them died on the spot on Wednesday, while the others gave up later at the hospital. The last of them on Friday. 2 of the 7 people currently on admission at the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital Accident and Emergency Center are said to be in critical condition. Residents of Fuase say they were targeted by police whom they accuse of unprofessional misconduct. A press conference called by the assembly members ended abruptly when some residents of Fuase who invaded the venue insisted the members retract an early account to events leading to the disturbances that led to the death of 3 persons. Proceedings were delayed for several minutes, forcing the spokesperson Roxanne Usofri, assembly member for Kokobin, to abandon his post. Later, when calm was resolved, the presiding member Emmanuel Esiadazi took over proceedings. The 48th assembly member appeared to have sided with resident story, saying that the conduct of the police needs further probe. Mr. Emmanuel Esiadazi believes the killing could have been avoided if police had exercised some level of professionalism. The assembly members are unhappy. Little or no stakeholder engagements have been done ahead of relocation of the district capital from Fuase to neighboring Chedie by local government ministry. Let's do some international news. South Africa's ruling African National Congress, ANC, has formally asked President Jacob Zuma to resign for the sake of the country. But despite the ANC's top leadership deciding to recall him urgently, the scandal hit Mr. Zuma was still in power on Tuesday. He's expected to respond to the request on Wednesday, and officials said. He had already told them he was willing to stand down the next 3 to 6 months. Mr. Zuma, who has been in power since 2009, has been dogged by corruption allegation. A South Korean court has sentenced Kwai Soon-sil, a friend and advisor to former President Park Geun-hye, to 20 years in jail for corruption, influence peddling, and abuse of power. Choi was at the heart of a massive corruption scandal that led to the impeachment of Miss Park, the country's first female president. Miss Park is standing trial for more than a dozen charges but denies wrongdoing. A lawyer for Choi said she will appeal the sentence. Choi was accused of using her presidential connections to pressure conglomerates including electronics giant Samsung and retail group Lotte to donate millions of dollars to 2 non-profit foundations she controlled. And that's how we end the Live Headline News. At 4, my name is KWASI DEBRAH. Let's do some announcement. We are in search of a qualified candidate to occupy the position of finance manager and also credit manager. You should have 5 to 10 years experience in a similar role, preferably in banking or microfinance industry. Qualification is supposed to have a degree in accounting, a chartered accountant qualified, certificate in microfinance or microfinance courses will also be added advantage. An MBA finance will also be an added advantage. Duties: you manage the finances of the company, you prepare the financial statement, prepare the monthly management account, and also preparation of the payroll, preparation and filling of statutory returns, and last, budget preparation and control, plus preparation and submission of Bank of Ghana prudential returns, etc. Remuneration very decent and negotiable salary. Interested candidates should send their applications to realjobapplication@gmail.com. That's real, that's REALJOBAPPLICATION. That's realjobapplication@gmail.com, or submit at the front desk of Love FM front desk. DJ Ruben.
Right, so here we go with our conversation for today on Drive, talking on Drive Time on Love 99.5. My husband has put up a behavior which is not helping our marriage at all. For some time now, he treats me like a mate anytime he's home, but he respects people outside. He acts all nice when we are together, when we are out, but the story changes when we get home. Please help. Very short and precise.
Yes, well, what she's narrated, I'm thinking that's what most of the time happens. Most homes, that's what's really happening. People act outside. They act
Pretend
nice.
outside.
When they go out, that's another thing altogether. That's when they are in. I mean, they are fighting, and when they go out, they pretend
all
everything
is
is
well.
It happens. The thing is, sometimes it might be due to, of course, there's a misunderstanding somewhere. There's something that they need to try and patch it up. But in all things, these are normal. For what she's narrated,
Normal, you say?
it's normal. It's normal. That's what you see.
Who made it normal?
Yes, you see, I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm not going to make that normal. But with what I've been seeing around, for instance, couples will be in a car and one is, that thing. And when
Moody.
they get out, and greet my wife and stuff like that. Yeah, it might be something which is down there.
I think you have a
just
point.
try and solve it. It's normal. It's normal. I mean, you
Coffee.
can't have it all rules in a marriage.
What you think?
This is what we call outside gentility home cry. When you are outside, you pretend everything is okay, but then when you get home, that is where you see the true colors of the relationship. I mean, you can just tell your other half, your significant half, that this thing that maybe he or she is doing is not helping you, all right? And just let them feel how you also feel when they treat you like that outside. And once you're able...
How are you going? How do you make them feel sane?
Yeah, I mean, I will have to also just, act in a way that will just communicate to you straight that what you're doing, I don't like it. Probably where you want to be nice with me because my friends are there.
You also get moody?
No. You call me and then I pretend I don't even have ears to, hear you. So I will also let you
Two
shine.
wrongs do not make a right.
So I will shy you in a way. So when we get home and then we want to fight, we can have a point. Because if I don't do anything to also, point to you that this attitude you putting up all the time outside, I don't like it, you always do that. But when I'm able to also do something for you to pick on it and come back to fight with me, then I'll tell you that till you stop. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, that's
you can
that's
join in the
advice for a marriage.
conversation. You can join the conversation right on any of our social media platforms. On Facebook, Love 99.5 FM. On Twitter, it's at Love FM 99.5 or at DJ Rubin 995. Let's get talking. But we get some more people. We'll be getting some more people later on the phone for the Be My Valentine promotion. And so just keep it locked right here. It's fun, isn't it?
Guess what?
Tell me.
KWASI just received that message.
Message from
That
No,
listen, but you read it. Read that message. What she saying? That she wants you to buy something red for her. Are you gonna buy it?
Kofi, will you allow him?
Okay.
He's trying to tell you something. He says I've received a message.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What is the content? You should tell me.
And the content is that. Okay, you give me the phone. Let me read it.
Maybe I should give him my phone.
I thought
I'll not do that.
I thought you knew what.
Yeah, but I'm close to him. Those watching us on Facebook can tell that I can just even give me the phone.
Oh, he should tell me what the content is.
Give me the
Then
phone.
we can proceed.
Okay, so
Is somebody asking you to be her Valentine?
yes, that's KWASI. I hope you buy me this.
Oh, no,
and KWASI replied,
"Oh,
I will."
Oh.
Hey, KWASI.
It can't be one person.
So she's
because
giving you,
the Valentines are many.
She's giving you her Valentine list already.
No, the thinnest.
Things to get for her.
KWASI, are you going
Ruben.
to buy that red thing that she has requested? Are you going to buy it?
Ruben.
No. Will you buy that red thing?
Hold
Because
on. What is red thing? Is it a red robe or something?
I don't know.
I don't know whether it's a red book.
No, but will you buy? But you've time, yes.
Oh no. The thing is, the girls are many. I need to sort it out. I need to sort the whole
You
thing.
didn't say that.
I said that.
You're rocking with the best.
Drive Time on Love 99.5 FM.
The best music.